We're going to be spending the next 12 hours in CEFALÚ, Sicily. Hi everyone, I'm Noreen from Where to Now, and today I want to invite you to explore CEFALÚ with me. We drove from Taormina to CEFALÚ. The drive was about 2 hours and 45 minutes. You can also take a half-day trip to CEFALÚ, but I highly recommend spending the night. CEFALÚ is a beautiful beach town with laid-back vibes, ancient historic sites, and scenic landscapes. If you're ready to spend the night, let's cover where to stay in CEFALÚ, Sicily. I am actually now shooting this video from my balcony in my hotel in CEFALÚ, and I just love it because of the views. Let me show you, I'm gonna flip the camera around so you guys can see. I am looking down at the street and I am just in love with CEFALÚ. It's so beautiful. It quickly became one of my favorite cities in Italy, and you're gonna see why. It's so beautiful, it's so different, and I just love it here. So today I want to show you my hotel. So if you're planning to stay overnight, which I highly recommend, then you know of a little hotel in the heart of CEFALÚ. That hotel is Ossuna Bay Boutique Hotel. We got one of the rooms with a balcony so we could get some fresh air and people watch. I also loved the prime location of this hotel. It's right in the center of the city. So walking around by foot and seeing everything was really accessible for us. Here's a room tour. We got a double room with a street view balcony. If you've been watching my videos, then you know that every time I can, I will book a hotel room with a balcony. It's so much fun sitting outside with a glass of wine to unwind after a full day of exploring a new town, and our little balcony was perfect for us. The room was ideal for our one-night stay. We had everything we needed. So we settled in, opened a bottle of wine, and took advantage of the cooling breeze and the bird's eye view that promised an unforgettable time in a quaint medieval town. This hotel also offers complimentary breakfast and parking. Now, a big note on driving in CEFALÚ. Look how narrow these streets are. You have to be very careful when driving. There were many times when we had to close our side mirrors in order to pass through. Also, this area is the historic center of CEFALÚ, so you need a permit in order to drive here. If you decide to stay at Ossuna Bay, the hotel will also add your vehicle's license plate to the authorized cars to drive through the area in case you get pulled over by the police, since this is a traffic-controlled area. Driving in this area is not allowed, but you can pass through in order to get to the hotel and then get to the parking. We'll be exploring CEFALÚ on foot, so once you arrive and park your car, you'll be good to go. CEFALÚ's main attractions are marked by numbers, which is very helpful when navigating the city. The hotel will also provide you with a map so you can guide yourself. You can pick your favorite spots you want to visit depending on your time in CEFALÚ. We started our walking tour of CEFALÚ by stopping by the medieval wash house, a restored laundry house dating back to the medieval times of 1514 with original stone wash basins and cast iron spouts. 22 cast iron mouths are laid out along the wall of the wash house, and running water from the Cefalino River flows through the wash house, which still impresses me. The water is still flowing through this wash house. That is something so cool to see. This is how people used to wash their clothes before we had laundry machines. They would put soap on the clothes, then rub them against the hard stone surface to remove any stains and rinse them with the water from the river. The wash house is really small, so you can see it really fast, but it's really cool to see all the details. They have even some spouts have like a lion head, and it's just really cool because it's something that was from the 1500s. Then we went to Porta Pescara, a viewpoint of Porta Marina that perfectly frames the beach. This was one of those wow moments for me. When I was walking by and I saw how beautifully framed CEFALÚ Beach was, it just took my breath away. I loved this beach in general. CEFALÚ is my favorite beach town in Sicily. We'll return to this beach later after exploring the town and taking a little hike. But I wanted to show you this viewpoint so you don't miss it when visiting CEFALÚ, because this is a very scenic and photogenic spot. It was one of my favorite spots to overlook the beach in CEFALÚ. We did a lot of window shopping in CEFALÚ. And paid a visit to the Mandraliska Museum. Museo Mandraliska is a small privately owned museum in the heart of CEFALÚ's historic center. It is perfect for those who love history. This collection is very eclectic. You can find a little bit of everything from seashells to ceramics to pottery to paintings. It was a personal collection, so it makes sense that the owner would collect whatever he wanted to collect. The museum's most famous painting is Portrait of a Man by Antonello da Messina. This portrait is also the second most famous smile in the world after the Mona Lisa. Seeing it in person, it was a really striking painting. There's so much emotion behind those eyes and subtle smile that say it all without saying anything. That's the beauty of art. We can express so much through paintings, photography, music. Before becoming a museum and being open to the public, this was a palazzo, and the eclectic collection belonged to the Baron of Mandraliska in the 19th century. This being a personal collection, you'll find a little bit of everything from Renaissance paintings to seashells from across the globe and one-of-a-kind ceramic works. Outside the permanent collection, you'll also find more contemporary work like the Twin Towers by Luigi Arrigo. This museum is worth a visit if history is your jam and if you have extra time. Another top site to see in CEFALÚ is the CEFALÚ Cathedral. Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2015, the cathedral was built between 1131 and 1240 BCE and is one of Sicily's most significant landmarks. Something I regret not getting when I was window shopping in CEFALÚ were these two wooden paintings. They would have made such a cool headboard on top of my bed. I didn't even think about it until this moment now that I am looking through the footage. I am like, why didn't I get that? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go back to CEFALÚ, right? This was another interesting church we found in CEFALÚ. It was a little morbid. I've never seen a skull at the entrance of a church. We were still digging it. We were like, oh, that's so cool. That church is so different. Comment below if you've seen that before, like a skull on a church, and comment where, like the country where you saw it, because that's really cool. After walking around, we decided to hike Parco de la Roca to get epic views of CEFALÚ. Hiking to the castle at the top of Roca di CEFALÚ can take anywhere between 45 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on how often you stop and your pace. The entrance fee is €5, and from the top you can get epic panoramic views overlooking CEFALÚ and the Sicilian coast. The hike is moderate, and I recommend wearing sturdy hiking sandals. I'll link my go-to hiking sandals in the show notes if you need recommendations. These are the sandals I used everywhere. I always felt secured and I was always comfortable, which is the most important thing you can do as a traveler, is make sure you're comfortable so you can keep walking, because there's a lot of walking. If you're doing a town or village or country ride, you're going to be walking a lot on foot. So having comfortable shoes when traveling is essential to me. Hiking La Roca di CEFALÚ was one of our favorite things to do in CEFALÚ, so add it to your list. What we loved about the hike was that along the way you could see ruins, making the journey more fun, and of course we took lots of pictures. After our hike, we made it down to CEFALÚ Beach. I am obsessed with CEFALÚ Beach. I love the landscape and the vibe. The sand is so fine and it's golden and not rocky, making it ideal for swimming. CEFALÚ Beach stretches out far, so you can find secluded and lively areas with live music and seaside restaurants. What I love about CEFALÚ Beach is that it doesn't feel very touristy, making it ideal for any traveler. At CEFALÚ Beach, the golden sand invites you to slow down, sip an Aperol Spritz, and take in the moment. You can also do water sports and take guided tours. CEFALÚ was one of my favorite towns I visited throughout my travels in Italy. I recommend spending at least 48 hours here if you have more time. You can see all of CEFALÚ in a day, but that's not the point. The point of being in CEFALÚ is to relax and have in your itinerary nothing to do. I need to return to CEFALÚ because CEFALÚ made it to my top 3 places during my entire time backpacking Italy. It was on my top 3. I loved the vibe here. It's just incredible. If you can visit, put it on your list. You won't regret it. You can also rent out an umbrella and spend a day here. After an Aperol Spritz, we headed to dinner at Trisele restaurant. Now, I have very mixed opinions about this restaurant. The service and attention to detail were on point. The food was also delicious, except for one dish, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me walk you through everything we had first. We started with the raw tuna tartare with botarga sauce, ginger, and yuzu pearls. It was delicious, and if you love seafood, this is a classic go-to. We also had the octopus simmered at low temperature with a lemon sauce and squid ink mayo, and it was delicious. Both appetizers were delicious. For our main course, we had the bucatini, which was delicious as well. Then I decided to be adventurous and tried the saffron risotto with coffee powder and sea urchin. I have to say that that was the worst risotto I've ever had in my life. The flavors were just not happening. My husband also tried it and he thought the same thing. Everything else we had was delicious with that exception. As I said before, I still recommend the restaurants. Just if you see that risotto on the menu, stay away. Don't get the risotto. We also tried the roasted pork belly that had a spicy pineapple chutney, mustard, and a masala demi-glaze, and it was very good. The pork belly was tender, delicious, and very flavorful. We went for a nightcap at Cala Pinta, serving Sicilian craft beers. This pub is great if you want to try the local beer in Sicily. And with an indigo sky, we say goodnight to CEFALÚ. Next morning, we took a final stroll down the CEFALÚ boardwalk and drove off to our next city in Sicily, Palermo. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Till next time.